Hi, and you're now with the Forerunner Chronicles. Today on July 10th, just 3 days after Pope Benedict XVI's unprecedented release of his encyclical letter in which he is calling for the governments of our world to establish a world political authority, a new economic financial order, in other words, a new world order, just 3 days after this unprecedented event. Today, on July 10th, the president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, illustrated his call for a supranational currency by pulling out of his pocket at the G8 meeting a new one world currency. According to Bloomberg reports, President Medvedev today at the G8 summit meeting, to illustrate his call for a supranational currency, meaning an international currency, he pulled out of his pocket a coin which is to be utilized as the one world currency. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up! But you don't have to listen to me like I said before. Listen to the Bloomberg article. On July 10th, 2009, Bloomberg released this article entitled, "Medvedev Shows Off Sample Coin of New World Currency at G8. It reads as follows. Russian President Dmitry Medvedev illustrated his call for a supranational currency to replace the dollar by pulling from his pocket a sample coin of a united future world currency. Here it is," Medvedev told reporters today in L'Aquila, Italy, after a summit of the Group of 8 nations. "You can see it and touch it. The coin, which bears the words, 'Unity in Diversity,' was minted in Belgium and presented to the heads of G8 delegations," Medvedev said. "The question of a supranational currency concerns everyone now, even the mints," Medvedev said. "The test coin means they're getting ready. I think it's a good sign that we understand how interdependent we are." Medvedev has repeatedly called for creating a mix of regional reserve currencies as part of the drive to address the global financial crisis, while questioning the US dollar's future as a global reserve currency. Russia's proposals for the G20 meeting in London in April included the creation of a supranational currency. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a world of trouble, which I'm realizing the majority of you out there are just refusing to comprehend. If you are listening closely to the statements of President Dmitry Medvedev, you would have realized that he clearly stated that there is a need to institute a new global reserve currency that is not the US dollar. This is probably the most pivotal aspect in the establishing of this new global economic infrastructure off of which the New World Order will thrive. Let me explain to you why this is so important to us.